Good morning, guys. We are making carrot cake today. This is an Amish recipe that I will always keep in my back pocket. This is the first time I'm making it, but it will not be the last. This turned out absolutely delicious, so I hope you guys try it. I've tried other carrot cake recipes, and this is the top one in my list. So this will be our go-to recipe for carrot cake. So 4 eggs, straight up large eggs. It doesn't say large eggs, it just says 4 eggs. So I like to get those going, blend those up. You can do this with a fork. I like to use a blender because I have it out for the rest of it. Now it does say, we're going to add 2 cups of sugar here in just a second. There we go. And it does say to blend that together. And you want it kind of so that it's kind of foamy almost, but really it's got some air in it, and that's the way you want it. This is a good step not to skip. And a hand blender does the job, so. And then it says a teaspoon of vanilla, but I never measure that way when it comes to vanilla. And then we're going to do 1 1/2 cups of oil. Now that would be vegetable oil that they refer to. And then it says again to blend or mix that all together as well. Amish do use blenders, by the way. They plug them into a battery. Most of them anyways. Now I'm grating the carrots. Most of these are from my garden. There's a couple that aren't. This is one of them that aren't. I wish I could grow carrots this long, but makes me wonder how they make the carrots this long. What are they feeding them? Now this is 3 cups of carrots. And I really like that I grated the carrots as small as they are. And then, of course, I mix that together all by hand, kind of just turning it under. And then we have 2 cups of flour. One teaspoon of baking powder. And of course, I'll put the recipe below for you guys as well. 2 teaspoons of baking soda. And then it said 1 1/2 teaspoons of cinnamon. I put in 1 tablespoon because we really like our cinnamon in this house. I would never do that. And then I kind of turn it under a little bit, but not all the way. I put it to the side and prepare my nuts, which I use walnuts. It also does say in this recipe that you could use pecans. I kind of prefer walnuts. And I was just excited to find out that we have a nice walnut tree on the property. I'm looking forward to harvesting those. I'm not looking forward to processing my harvest. They are not easy to do. But we love to have walnuts in our food, so it's nice to find that out. If we can't get walnuts in the store for some reason, we have them on the property. So there we go, walnuts go in. That's 1 cup of chopped walnuts. Now, I like to chop walnuts that go in a recipe instead of crunch them, like with in a bag and, you know, just bang on them, because of the fact that it doesn't give me all those like teeny tiny pieces. I like bigger chunks in my recipes. You guys do what you like. It is a good, you can crunch them faster, a lot faster, if you did it the other way. Now this is the topping. I had put that aside. Actually, I put it in the oven already. I think I'll show that in a minute. But this is the topping. We're going to go ahead and make that while I'm waiting for my oven to heat up all the way. And because this was some cream cheese that we were using for bagels, I had to put a little extra on because there was some missing from the top. So, and then a whole stick of butter, which is 1/2 cup. And I stuck that in the microwave for 30 seconds. That was perfect. It just softened everything. It didn't make it runny. So now we're going to just blend that up nice so it's almost smooth. Just kind of get those combined together. And then I add 2 teaspoons here of vanilla. And it was the perfect amount for this recipe. Of course, I went over a little bit. I'm sure you guys saw that. Try to make that as smooth as it can come together. And then we add 2 cups of this beautiful powdered sugar. This is a 1/2 cup measurement, so I have to do 4 of these. And then you're just going to mix that all together until it's nice and smooth. And this actually is a very good recipe for cream cheese frosting. I usually like to use 8 ounces, but this turned out very good. So nice vanilla flavor in it. I'm taking that out, and I'll show you in a minute what it looks like. Here we go. Beautiful. This cake turned out very nice and moist, so I was thankful for that. Getting the frosting on. This is a 13 by 9 pan, guys. So you know what I used for that. And I sprayed the pan before I put in the frosting, or the cake mix. Of course, you always have to give it a little taste. And then we have to try a piece for you guys. Now, I let the cake totally cool before I put on the frosting. That's one thing that you have to do with this recipe as well. There we go. I'll show you what it looks like inside.
Mm. 50 for sure.